Along with being 9/11, it's keeping a memory alive of my best friend, security forces member, and his legacy. Jerome and I met when we were about 12 years old in an organization called Sea Cadets. We became best friends from that point on. We did everything together. Went to school together, went to college together, became paramedics together. And then it came a time in his life where he wanted to join the military. We had the opportunity early in our lives, right after high school, but he was a robust kind of guy, fairly large, and he couldn't lose the weight in time. So I went off to the Marine Corps, became a Marine Corps reservist, and years later, in 1996, his passion came back to join the military. He lost the weight, and he and I together joined the Air National Guard. September 11th, we both were working. On that particular day, he was assigned to Emergency Service Truck 3. However, Truck 2, which covers northern Manhattan, was short. Guy called in sick or vacation, whatever the case might be, they were short manpower. So he got assigned to Manhattan Truck 2. And as I'm talking to him on the phone, I hear the chatter in the background on the radio. He goes, somebody just crashed, flew a plane into the World Trade Center. He goes, a small plane went into the World Trade Center. I said, okay. He goes, maybe I'll meet you down there. We'll do breakfast afterwards. Thinking that it was nothing big, just a typical accident that takes place every day in the city. So as I tell him, I'll meet you in the city, he goes, all right, we'll do something special later. I go over the bridge, and as I'm crossing over the bridge from Queens into the Bronx, I can see in the distance the World Trade Center, the black billowing smoke coming off the North Tower. And I knew in my heart that that wasn't an accident. There was something more to it. And by the time I got to the other side, the other tower was in flames. And by the time I got into the Bronx, I had gotten called from the base that we were activated and that we had to go up to Newburgh, New York. So we got up to the base, we assembled, and Jerome was very well known on base for his creativity and his service before self in helping others. So at the time, the TAG, General McGuire, authorized 25-man personnel to respond down to the World Trade Center and helping the efforts at the World Trade Center. Whether it was recovering him, recovering other victims, or just going into the debris, that's what we did. Unfortunately, he was not recovered. No remains were recovered. Until this day, nothing has been identified as being belonging to him other than his helmet. It was very emotional, to say the least. First couple of days was difficult because we were working 18 hours, sleeping on the rubble, sleeping on the streets, sleeping wherever we can, just to make it, just to be at that pile, knowing that we're going to wake up and get back to work and pull what we can, whether it be the bucket brigade, crawling under the I-beams, or just sifting through whatever we could. A lot of the airmen, the group that went down there became a tight-knit group because we all knew Jerome personally. So it was a personal effort that they set forth to do their best, not for themselves, but for Jerome. While we were at Ground Zero, the World Trade Center, searching for him and other survivors, back at the home station, Master Sergeant O'Neill requested a flag be flown in honor of Jerome. So he requisitioned a flag. It was flown. And when we got back to the base, the 25 of us, he presented the flag to me. And he said, this is his flag. To keep his memory alive. We all say we'll never forget. I don't have to say that, because I won't forget.